Yes, this is ALS. Okay, my experience with ALS. This is a question over here. Okay, so anything that has appeared in the print so many times must be true. What was Hawking referring in the sentence? This is a question. Actually, when I was writing, I felt like it's not clear and you cannot follow. So what I did, I just typed out the answers for you all. You can just follow this and you can answer the questions in your exam. Okay, Stephen Hawking was referring to prints and journals written on him in his statement. Uh, the journals and the print media exaggerated him to be alcohol addict, okay, to be affected with such a disease. Okay, so drinking alcohol is the root cause for the present condition of the disease he is affected with. Hawking states that anything that is printed so many times becomes true as days go by. Okay, so the people were in a thinking that Stephen Hawking is an alcoholic, which Stephen felt bad, but in this poor condition he cannot prove anything to the people. So you can just write this kind of an answer for this particular question. What was he referring? And the next question over here is, you could see, although. The answer is although there was a cloud hanging. So for this question, here there's an answer. Hawking says that although there was a glory or a trouble or a worry situation hanging over his future, he found to his surprise that he was enjoying life in the present more than the past, because he began to make progress in his research and was engaged to a girl named Jane Wilde, whom he met after his condition was diagnosed. So he even felt that he could sacrifice his life to save others. And that is the reason he was saying all this to his surprise. Okay, there is a cloud hanging over his future. And the third question over here. Paragraph 8 begins with a sentence. So do you think he was really fortunate? So for your third question, we can go with this answer. Hawking says he is fortunate in accommodation because after Hawking found various possibilities that proved him help a lot in getting himself a house for living after his marriage with Jane. First, for Jane to finish her undergraduate, they had to find a house in Central so that she could go to London and he could go to Oxford. Bursar recommended a room for the graduate students for concession, and they lived there for 3 nights and shifted to another room only 100 yards from the university and stayed there until the lease dates elapsed. So later, an owner in Dorset gave them her house and lived there for few years. So later, the college decided to give him a ground floor house as he felt difficult with the stairs for climbing. As he had disabilities in his walking, Hawking had to stay near the university for his research prospective. And college authorities too tried to help him, showing concern on him as he was very much progressive in his theoretical and practical studies made on science. So that is the reason, and that is what the question says, why and or why not. So this is the reason they try to give him the a place near in the university. And the fourth question, if you see, through the narration of the story, what did Hawking? So here, through the narration of this essay, Stephen Hawking wants to convey to the audience that he had motor neuron disease for practically all his life, but it has not prevented him from having an attractive family and being successful in his life. And he is always thankful for the help he had received from his wife, Jane, and his children, and a large number of other people and organizations. He feels he has been lucky that his condition has progressed more slowly than is often the case. He conveys the importance of not losing hope in one's life to success. So this is one more answer you can write. Can you conduct a mock interview? Okay, so a mock interview is also written over here. You have given this mock interview. How you feel, how you felt once you once you came to know that your disease had no medications. Did you feel lonely in any of your lifetime? What do you feel is the best in your life activities? If you haven't been affected by the disease, you think you would have proved much more than this or not? So very simple questions. If you see him, what are the questions you will post them? This is just to test how good your English is, how good your framing sentences of questions are. That's the reason they have asked you this kind of a question. And then we have the sixth question. Can you write a letter to Hawking expressing your appreciation? So this is a letter. I made a letter also for you. I am so happy I had an opportunity to draft a letter to you. Feeling so happy and great about your self-confidence and perseverance you had in your life and in your life to achieve success. I have learned the lesson of being hopeful in our life for any actions we perform. The most important thing is believing in us. If we have a strong belief in us, we can grow to greater levels in life. Thanks for spending time reading my letter. Bye. Thank you. So, loving XX. So, this is how a letter will be drafted to Hawking if you happen to draft a letter regarding. So, this is how your 6 questions over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I have given you the answers in this paper. Like I have typed it because I thought like writing would not be very clear because the place given also is not sufficient. So I thought I can just make it for you. So you can pause your videos once again. See to that you can copy it down or in separate papers you can write. And see, this is not actually comprising of the right thing what is right. See, a phrase can try to give a umpty number of answers. Okay, so here it is like in my connotations I feel that this is what this author is trying to say, and even there are many other thinking also behind these lines. So it's not that you should stick on to these answers, students. You can make your own answers in a very very appreciable manner. That is not at all said no by any of the teachers. Okay, so try to be very creative, but see to that whether what you state over there is relevant to the passage which has been spoken by Stephen Hawking, or which has been quoted for Stephen Hawking's work. Okay, thank you. So after this, I suppose the first lesson gets over. So my next lesson will be in our book we have Vikram Sarabhai. So with Vikram Sarabhai also we have some book pack exercises. Already it's done over here by me. Like I'll be updating you in the next video. Thank you, students. Please do follow me. Thank you, and subscribe. Thank you.